Hello everyone, let's look at steps to perform a clean installation of Windows 11 version 25H2 on unsupported hardware. It's important to know that these instructions are meant to install the latest preview of the operating system. This is not the final version. The final release is expected to arrive in the coming month, which could be sometime in October. Before we continue with these instructions, it is important to know that this process will delete everything on the computer, so it is assumed that you have created a backup before proceeding. Now, although you can install version 25H2 on a computer that does not meet the hardware requirements, you will still need a processor that supports the popcnt or population count instruction. Also, since you will be creating a custom image of the operating system, this process will take a few hours. You will also need a USB flash drive of at least 16 GB of storage to create the bootable media. Now, with all that out of the way, let's dive into the steps. Okay, first open your web browser and go to the uupdump.net website. On this page, click on Dev Channel. That is because at the time of this recording, the development for version 25H2 is through the Dev Channel. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, the preview build that you have to download will have a different number. At this time, the latest version is 26200.5742. Now, in here, click the platform required for your computer. If you have an Intel or AMD computer, select the x64. If you have an ARM-based processor, select the ARM64 option. In here, select the installation language for Windows 11 version 25H2, and then click Next. Now, in here, select the edition of Windows that you want to have on that ISO file. In my case, I'm just going to select Windows Pro, and then click Next. Now, in here, you're going to use the default settings, which is to download and convert to ISO, and the option to include updates. You need this option because when you are downloading, the script have to apply the updates to bring that base ISO to version 25H2 using the latest files for that particular build that you're downloading at that time. And this is the option that makes this process take a little longer, actually a few hours. Now, download the package and save it to your computer. At this time, you only are downloading the scripts to download the files. You haven't downloaded the ISO yet. Now, open the folder where you downloaded the zip file. Select the downloaded file and click the extract button. One tip here is to use a short name for the folder and make sure that it doesn't have any spaces on it. So for example, I'm just going to type 25H2 ISO, all one word, and click the extract button. Now, after extracting the package, you're going to end up with a folder with a bunch of files. Now, the one file that is important is this one right here, the uupdump windows.cmd file. Right-click on it and select the Run as Administrator option. Now, in here, we're going to type R and press Enter to begin the download of the files for version 25H2. And actually, the script is going to be downloading the files from the Microsoft servers. Now, when the process has been completed, the output will look as you see it on the screen, and then you just need to press 0 to exit the console. Now, if we open the location where we extracted the scripts, in that location we're going to find the custom ISO for the latest preview of Windows 11 version 25H2, as you can see it right here. I'm just going to right click on this and I'm going to rename it to Windows 11 25H2. So now open the web browser one more time and go to the Rufus website, scroll down, and we're going to download the latest version and save it to your computer. Now let's open the location where you saved the Rufus tool file. Now, at this time, connect the USB flash drive with at least 16 GB storage and make sure that if you have anything important, you back up those files because this process will delete everything on that storage. Then we're just going to double click to run the Rufus tool. We're going to select the USB flash drive and then we're going to click on Select, and then we're going to open the location where we downloaded the Windows 11 version 25H2 ISO, and then click the Open button. Now, use all the default settings. If you want, you can change the value label. You can type something like Windows 11 25H2 and then click the Start button. And here, that's where we're going to customize the installation media to bypass the hardware requirements to install Windows 11 version 25H2 on unsupported hardware. And the only option that you need to check is this one. Now, you can also check the remove the requirements for an online account, and then you will have the option to create a local account. Furthermore, you can check the create a local account option, and here you can select the account name that you want to use, and this will create a local account automatically, but without a password. So after installation of Windows 11, you will have to set a password for your account. Since version 24H2, the setup for the operating system also enables BitLocker automatically to use encryption on your computer. Although it is important to use encryption on your computer to protect your files and your device, you can also check this option, and that will disable BitLocker during the installation process. But you can still enable the security feature after installation. Now, for this video, I'm just going to use the option to bypass the basic hardware requirements, but it's up to you to choose the other ones. Now, click OK. Confirm that all the data on that drive is going to be deleted. And now Rufus is going to proceed to create a bootable media of Windows 11 version 25H2 for unsupported hardware. Now, it is important to note that in order to use the USB flash drive, your computer have to be configured to start from a USB bootable media. And to do this, you will have to change the UEFI firmware on your computer. Since this is different on every computer, you have to check your manufacturer support website for more specific details. Also, sometimes the computer's firmware allows you to enter the boot menu where you can just select the USB flash drive without having to modify the UEFI BIOS of your computer. Again, just make sure to check your computer manufacturer support website to find more details on how to complete this task. Once the Rufus tool completed the creation of the bootable media, you can just click the Close button. And now you just need to connect the USB bootable media to the computer that you want to do a clean installation of Windows 11 and then power it on the computer to start the Windows setup. And now, because we modified the installation media, the process to install version 25H2 on unsupported hardware should be the same as when installing the operating system on supported hardware. On this page, make sure that the correct language is configured and then click Next. Make sure that the output method and the keyword is correct and click Next. Then we're going to choose to install Windows 11, and then we're going to check this option to agree that everything will be deleted, including files, apps, and settings that are stored on that computer, and then click Next. If you had a previous version of Windows, such as an older version of Windows 11 or Windows 10, the computer should automatically activate after the installation. Now, if this computer never had Windows 10 or Windows 11, you will have to provide a new product key, and you can do that after installation. I'm just going to click the I don't have a product key option. Now click the Set button. On this page, we need to delete all the partitions corresponding to your previous installation of Windows. So select each of the partitions and just click the Delete button. And don't worry that the setup will create the necessary partitions automatically during the clean installation process. Now, you only have to delete the partitions from the drive that you're going to install the operating system. If you have secondary drive with data, you don't have to erase those drives. Now, select the unallocated space where you want to install the operating system and click Next. And then click the Install button. Now, this process will take some time depending on the hardware on your computer. The computer will restart a few times, and then we will have to complete the out-of-box experience to set up an account and the privacy settings. First, select your region and click Yes. Select your keyboard layout and click Yes. You can skip the second keyboard layout. Usually, I do recommend to set up a name for your computer to make it easier to find it on your Microsoft account and in the network, but it is also an optional step. So for now, we're going to click the Skip for Now option. This page is only available for Windows 11 Pro. You won't see this if you're setting up the home edition of Windows 11. So here, select Setup for Personal Use and click Next. If you configure your custom bootable media to use a local account, you will see a different screen to create an offline account. Otherwise, you will see this page. In here, just click Sign In and we're going to create an account with a Microsoft account. Click Next and make sure to authenticate. Now we're going to create a PIN to sign in so we don't have to use a password. Once you create the PIN, just click the OK button. Choose your privacy settings, and then click Accept. At this point, you can restore your computer from a previous backup, but since we're doing a clean installation, the best option is to start fresh. So for that, click on More Options, and then we're going to select the Setup as a New PC option. You need to confirm that one more time, and then we continue with the setup. The initial setup will also ask you how you plan to use a computer in order to personalize tips, ads, and other recommendations from Microsoft, but you can always skip this option. You can connect your phone later, so we're going to click the skip option. We can do this later, so we're just going to click the skip button. And in here, just click the Not Now option. Click Next. Click the Skip for Now option, and that's it. Now we are on version 25H2. We can check by opening Start and looking for the run command, and then we just need to type WinBer. And at the time of this recording, the latest preview build for version 25H2 is 26200.5742. Depending on when you are installing the operating system, the build will be different. However, the version will be the same. Now, it is important to note that installing version 25H2 while the operating system is in preview doesn't guarantee that you're going to see all the features that are in development. For example, one of the features that we're expecting on version 25H2 is the new redesigned start menu, and in this particular installation I don't have that. However, I'm going to switch over to another computer that I usually use to test preview builds on the dev channel, and then from here, if I open the start menu, I'm going to see the new design. And if we even look for the run command, and then if we use the WinBer command here too, we are going to see that I'm also running the same preview build that in the new installation. Now, one thing that you want to do after the installation is to go to Windows Update from the Settings app and make sure that you have all the latest updates installed on your computer. Make sure to turn on this feature and click the Check for Updates button. In my particular case, I have some updates in queue, so I have the Download and Install All button instead. Also, if you're planning to keep testing preview builds for version 25H2, make sure to go to the Windows Insider Program settings and make sure to set up your account and set it to use the dev channel. Once you click the Continue button, you will have to restart the computer in order to apply the changes. Now, if you want to roll back to version 24H2, you will have to do this by restoring the full backup that you created before the clean installation process, or you will have to go through the entire process of reinstalling the operating system with the version that you want on your computer. Since at this point, there is not an option on the Windows Insider Program to unenroll. So if right now, if you go to the Windows Insider Program page, and if you try to stop getting preview builds, you will notice that it's currently grayed out. Sometimes this option is available once the operating system is close to the final release, but that's not the case at this time. Now, one thing that I wanted to do before finishing this video was to show you that if I open the PC Health app, you can check that currently I'm on a computer that does not support the minimum requirements for Windows 11. And if we go to the Settings app, you can also check that we're running version 25H2. That is how you perform a clean installation of Windows 11 version 25H2 on unsupported hardware. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to install this version of the operating system while it's in development, and let me know your experience. Also, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.